Hello and welcome back to a game of Dota 2. You are watching StarLadder Star Series, and this is of course Season 8, Day 23. And this is the last game that we're gonna see today, but also the last game before Christmas, because we are having a 3-day break starting tomorrow. So make sure you pay good attention so you get your last StarLadder mojo in, because you're gonna be having withdrawal signals coming on Wednesday, I would assume. Of course, I am actually joined by co-caster, but because we're starting a bit ahead of schedule, he is in the game, but he is not yet here, so we'll be joined by Fog later on. EG Fog, of course, is what I'm talking about. We are going to see VirtusPro taking on Sigma International. Now, for this game, let's take a quick look at the score so far. We have got ourselves VirtusPro sitting on 16 games played, so this is their last game of the season. They've got 9 wins and 7 losses. Now, they're not going to make it to Kiev, but they're wanting to make Sigma's life difficult. And of course, if Sigma loses, Navi right now is hoping that Sigma loses. Power Rangers is hoping that Sigma loses, because that's all going to give them still a chance to go to Kiev. And otherwise, you know, they have a bit less chance, because as you look at the rankings so far, you see Alliance, Sigma, Rocks, and Fnatic actually being the one to be in favor here, as they are the ones that have the least amount of losses here in the season. We're gonna take a look though, if Sigma can at least indeed win this one. As said, they kind of need to if they want to be keeping themselves ahead. But we'll see. Let's take a look at the draft. Sorry for my microphone sounds. I find that there are sounds because I am kind of stuck. Well, we'll deal with that. VirtusPro, dire side, banning out the Mirana, as Sigma has been playing a lot of the Mirana, although the previous game that we saw from them, Mirana was completely ignored, I believe.
Radiant team pick.
We do still have the Bane in the pool, which is something that Sigma really likes, especially Mad. Bane and Crystal Maiden actually both in. VirtusPro opting to go for the Venomancer as a first pick. Now, that's a hero that I wasn't expecting to see coming out as a first pick, so I'm quite surprised about that, but hey, they favor it. And we've actually I believe, were they the ones? Nah, I don't think they were the ones to play Venomancer as a carry, but we'll see if that's gonna be an option for them or not. We are going to see an Alchemist as well as the other Titan ban out. No surprises there, with the Visage as well removed. So, Crystal Maiden for one. Let's see if they go for the Bane or if they're happy with the Crystal Maiden and want to secure themselves something else, something different, something fresh. They want to secure themselves a Clockwork. That's not a hero that I was expecting to see this early on in the game, but not wanting to have the risk of having it banned out. Miguel's Clockwork, or maybe even Fada's Clockwork, as he has been playing that sometimes as well. With the Bristleback then picked up by VirtusPro. That was the one that was still in. That we also see picked up very early on. And instantly the counter to the Bristleback removed the Timbersaw. No longer in the pool. No longer going to be a menace to that Bristleback. Sigma, they are the ones to be banning and picking last, as in for this one, so they have the last ban in the second banning phase as well as the first pick in the second picking phase. So I'm kind of curious if they still want to secure themselves a Bane. I'm also kind of curious if VirtusPro is going to allow them to get them a Bane, because that's going to be also one of the things. Dazzle is the one that gets banned out. VirtusPro, of course, also one to run the minus armor strats, and with the Bristleback already there, Sigma does not want to see the Dazzle come out. And not only for the minus armor, that is annoying, but of course also for the Shallow Grave, keeping Bristleback up just that much longer, allowing him to spend more quills, and that's just not gonna be all that fun. Night Stalker removed from the pool. Well, that's not a hero that I was expecting to see up against Sigma, to be honest. So it's a pretty interesting ban coming out there for VirtusPro, but maybe that has something to do with the heroes that they're gonna pick up later. You know what we haven't seen all that often today? I mean, this is the 7th game and we have seen him before, Dragon Knight. We've seen it on the banning side before and we've seen him picked up before, but we're not that prominent of a role as he used to be.
Reserve time.
Sigma taking their time, taking into the bonus time for this one. So far they haven't really used that much of their bonus time though, so they have full luxury to use this. See what they're going to remove and pick. I mean, the OD is still in the pool, obviously. As well as the Puckner, if they want to try for something like that. Nature's Prophet, but Miguel already has a Clockwork for himself, so he doesn't really need to have a Nature's Prophet anymore. But perhaps they want to ban out the Nature's Prophet to make sure that Light of Heaven cannot play it. Maybe that's an option for them. They want to ban out the Lich. Okay, fair enough.
Team pick.
Not sure why. I mean, Lich is a strong hero for the Knights, of course, but I haven't seen VirtusPro play Lich in quite some time.
10 seconds remaining.
Sigma, they are really taking their time to think about this one.
5 seconds remaining.
Kind of curious. Wow, that's not a typical Sigma hero.
VirtusPro's turn to pick.
I am very happy that they pick it because it means that they are trying something new. That means also that they are aware the importance of this match. Once again, if you're watching inside the game client, then of course you didn't see the scores that I just put up. If you want to see them still, you can go to Dota2.starladder. What is it? Dota2.starladder.tv/league. So there you can see all the scores still. You should definitely check that out because that is just important. We're reaching the end of the group stages and this is not a group stage where you can get a second chance. Well, actually, maybe there is if people are actually not able to make it to Kiev, but I think for a prize pool of $1,200 or $120,000, including transportation money, there's no reason not to be showing up, especially not since as number 4. Like, even if you get 4th of the top 4, you still get a substantial amount of money because it's already there. I mean, yeah. Well, in comes the IO Tiny combination from Sigma, so we're gonna see them doing that one. It's a VirtusPro. They come with a bit of an anti-push with the Earth Shaker and also have a Weaver there, so they've got themselves the 2 cores and 2 supports. They only need their mid hero. Same thing goes for Sigma, at least. Of course, we can see Tiny and IO mid. We can also see a Clockwork mid. So it's still a bit open for debate, but I'm assuming that they still need a Fada hero. We still have a Puck and the OD in the pool. Welcome back.
You lied to me.
Well, no, yeah, well, I did. Apparently, they just went 10 minutes ahead of time. They normally never do that.
It's all good. I'm just kidding. I just come out of the shower and I look and I'm like, oh, they're almost done with picks. What,
yeah.
What the hell?
Well, to be honest, I mean, this is a draft that is not very Sigma-like for Sigma. The IO and Tiny band pick coming out. I mean, it's like we're seeing Fnatic.
No, Fnatic would have like another. Yeah, they wouldn't have that. So. No, but yeah, wow. We haven't been seeing that. Have we been seeing a lot of Wisp in StarLadder? Or?
Only on Fnatic, mostly on Fnatic, and not only. Actually, yeah, Fnatic has played it with the Storm also. IO Storm.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well,
oh yeah, that was versus oh man, who was it?
I don't know.
It was the other day. It was very recent, and they were actually losing in the beginning, and then out of nowhere they just started crushing.
Yes, I know which game you mean. Against
it was versus SSD.
SSD.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, it was on Saturday. Yesterday they did it again, but then they lost up against Navi. Well, we are gonna see a Puck ban, but as said, Puck and OD both were still in the pool, so with one ban, the other one gets picked up by Fada. This is gonna be something that VirtusPro is gonna be sad about. They can of course still pick up the Razor, but I would like. It's so annoying to be forced into a pick that you actually don't want to have. Like, who wants to have a Razor? Nobody.
Nobody ever does. Oh, and that's actually why I hate the OD, because just like, oh, what's the best counter at Razor, and you're like, ugh, we have a Razor, damn it.
Yeah. Would not fit that much in the lineup of VirtusPro. They need something more aggressive than that. They need to have something that can buy time for that Weaver to farm up, especially if there's gonna be an IO and Tiny jumping around the map. And especially for G, you just need something aggressive. Do you actually still hear me properly? Because I feel like my microphone is doing stupid things.
Hello?
You hear me properly, right? Hello?
You just cut out really hard for a couple seconds.
Oh, but I'm okay now?
Yeah, your mic sounds fine.
Okay, just checking. Okay. Well, good then. Yeah, we are gonna see Storm Spirit, so that will be another fun lane for that Storm Spirit to take, unless of course they're gonna be putting that Storm not on the mid lane, which might be the case, but we'll see. Let's take a look at who
I think you might be lagging.
Lagging?
Prepare
on Skype?
Something, I don't know. I'm hearing the Skype 5 seconds later than the in-game.
In the in-game? You're hearing me in-game? Well, maybe we should just restart the Skype call. Just to be sure.
Yeah, I think that might be it. I'll recall it.
Let's wait until he calls back. Hello.
There we go. Much better, yeah.
Good.
How strange.
Well, it gives us the time to check out who is playing what. So we do have Light of Heaven playing for VirtusPro on the Dire side. They have got Light of Heaven on the Weaver this time. Looks like he is going to be supported by an Earthshaker, which is of course pretty decent. Jordan will be able to block the creeps and actually take some ancients with that as well, or at least deny the creep wave, which is pretty good. In the mid lane we've got ourselves Ilden, the Bristleback, so they know that they want to put the Storm up against the OD, but Bristleback will be the one to do that one. We do have Smile or Arsark playing the Venomancer, and that will put G on the Storm Spirit on the top lane, safe lane. And that is everybody from the side of VirtusPro.
One thing I just wanted to point out before I introduce Sigma, Light of Heaven actually Shikuchi'd all the way down to get these wards up early in the jungle, but he actually didn't get them down, which would have been huge because they did not buy sentries on Sigma. So that would have been really big if he got them down, but I guess he didn't make it in time.
What did he do with it?
He actually passed them off to the Earthshaker.
Ah, okay.
And then Earthshaker put one middle, and then I think Venomancer took the other one, or where was the other one?
Yeah, Venomancer took the other one, you're right.
Yeah, he did, there it is. But okay, so now introducing Sigma, we have Fada on OD in the mid line, we have Fucking Mad playing the Crystal Maiden in the short lane with Saksha on the Tiny. We have Miggle playing the Clockwork in the off lane versus Storm Venomancer, and then we have Io played by Pos with the Tiny CM in the short lane.
Yeah, I think for Light of Heaven this is actually a pretty decent lane. I mean, yeah, he's gonna get harassed, and the Avalanche and Toss is gonna still be painful if he gets hit by that, but in terms of experience and stuff, I think he should be okay. And he is actually, yeah, that is indeed gonna be cool. So he's gonna be allowing to last hit under the tower as well, which is gonna be great. Meantime on the top lane, Miguel, indeed. Ooh, that Gale. It's close. If only there was a vortex.
But it's really good. Making them do that and making them try to put the pressure and go for an early kill on the Clockwork's actually so good for the Clockwork, because then the lane equilibrium goes toward him.
Yeah, that is true. He is getting that experience. He's almost level 3 already, so he's yeah.
Oh, he's actually running at Gods? Okay.
I am not quite sure why he does that, because there is still a Venomancer around here. There is, of course, a big creep wave here, but Arsark does have himself a Gale battery salt. Gale comes out. G.
G?
No? Doesn't want to use
it. But, oh my, this was, honestly, it might not really show it that much, but Miggle doing that forced the Arzart not to be able to connect the pole. So he single pulled, and now this Clockwork's going to get full double wave of experience, basically, which is huge.
That is pretty huge. That's a nice play coming out from Miguel here, then.
Yeah, definitely was a very nice play, honestly.
And to be honest, this Bristleback is not going to have a fun time in this middle lane. I mean, he's fairly tanky, of course, but he can't even Quill Spray anymore. That's how little money he has. I mean, he has got enough mana for it again, but it's, you know, it's going to be very tough for him. In the meantime, Light of Heaven, sitting at level 2. I mean, he's getting the levels as well, just like the Clockwork, but he is still a bit behind the Clockwork.
I was actually thinking they were going to go for a lot of early kills on this OD. I thought they were going to be doing some early roamage, but my thought was wrong.
So based on just the drafts, who would you put in favor on this game?
I haven't really seen Sigma do Wisp that much.
Yeah, me neither.
But...
Uh-oh. Oh, Crystal Maiden is fine. Never mind. Light of Heaven might not be so fine. Oh, he has a Sakushi, he's fine.
I think I like Sigma's lineup more, because I don't know, I don't like this Bristleback mid, honestly. I mean, it's a good, he's doing pretty decent too, and it's not that bad versus OD, but OD's definitely, I think OD's definitely going to pull ahead very soon. Also, I don't know, I really like actually I really like the CM Wisp combo, because, you know, the Wisp gets the mana regen, and if he tethers the CM is getting, like, triple mana regen from that Arcane Aura.
That is true.
So it's pretty sweet for the 2 supports there alone, and then also with Tiny, the CM Wisp, Tiny gets more of the mana regen from that as well. I don't know. I think I like Sigma's lineup overall better, but that does not by any means say that VP does not have a great
lineup,
shot.
as we learned earlier today. Already.
Anything could happen, you know?
Yep. Yeah, I think Miguel is having actually just a very good time here top. Just because of the lack of a
is this... Yeah, and is this the new, what is this? Is how many stand-ins are in VP? 2? Yeah.
Yeah, they have been running with this lineup, even with Illidan as tagged as stand-in and Jotum tagged as stand-in. They have been running with this for a long time.
And Illidan's been playing mid a lot, or...?
No, it's actually been G mid. I think the only reason that he's now mid is because of the OD and the Storm still being better up on G.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just like, huh, I've actually never seen Illidan go mid.
Yeah, you're right. He's normally is D, and it's been that way for a very long time. I actually, like, I'm not sure about the Storm safe lane. I mean, if you were gonna plan to put the Bristleback middle anyway, I mean, of course the Storm was picked last.
Oh, Arzar might be in trouble here.
Yeah, we are gonna see Crystal Maiden coming in. The Nova already coming in, looking for a Frostbite. Gale still hits upon Miguel, but the Frostbite's still gonna be there for G. And now with the Battery Assault, level 2, the Cogs are there as well, but the Vortex, Miguel, he is gonna be the first one to die. First blood to G. G might still die, but perhaps he's gonna get a return kill on Matt as well. Oh, Matt. Oh, G, what are you doing? Still frost? Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna be at least a kill going the way of the Crystal Maiden. Perhaps he still might die. I mean, there is one level in Poison Sting. With one more hit, he should be able to get that. That's great. I don't think the G had to die there, though.
I don't think G had to die either, but that was weird. They kind of like went for different targets there.
Oh, wow. Looks like Light of Heaven dodged a bullet. 6 health
yeah,
left.
Definitely.
Pass diving a tower for it, taking quite a bit of a beating for it as well. But he'll pop a salve and he'll also heal up Soxka with that as well. That's nice.
Yeah. And what is Soxka? Is that a Midas coming out? Yes. Midas recipe coming out to Soxka.
Do you like this or do you don't like it? You're taking too long to think about that. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think about it also because, you know, the Tiny can go to the jungle, he can Midas a couple creeps, and Wisp can go to take the solo experience in the lane. So I think it could be okay, but I think I would have preferred just to get, you know, early, like, treads out, maybe. Just go for the treads into point boost or just rush out the Ags instead of going for this Midas and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, hammer dropped OD. Gets a kill. I was actually following that, but oh well. Wasn't thinking that was going to lead into a kill. Top is showing some aggression as well. Matt is actually sticking around here on this top lane. And they've got Arsart completely out of mana, so no more Gales coming out either. And there's no mana coming out from the Storm Spirit either, and no stick charges up on Arsart, so... We'll see how this lane pans out, but... VirtusPro, they're in a bit of a tough spot.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I feel like this offlane isn't working out as well as they really wanted it to. Because the Surfshaker, yeah, he's level 3. And he's got boots and stuff, so I mean, it's not bad. And the Weaver's getting pretty decent levels, but... I guess it could be okay, yeah. Because they actually, no, actually it's okay, because they got those kills top, so...
The only downside would be that Weaver overall, like, as a hero, he doesn't fight very well from behind. So if he doesn't get, like, if his team doesn't pull its weight, then he's gonna have a very tough time there.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Luckily for him,
especially versus the lineup that he's against. He's versus a heavy burst lineup, and Clockwork actually takes a fall.
Good job on G, another kill for him. This time he doesn't die for something else afterwards, so that's good. And of course, I mean, with the Hand of Midas up on Soxka, he actually gives Light of Heaven a bit more time in this game as well to get big.
And now we see CM rotating toward Illidan. Illidan might be taking a drop here.
Yeah, Mad, ready for the Frostbite.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah. And actually the Nova comes out too late, doesn't hit on Bristleback anymore.
Yeah. Earthshaker's just continuing to pull, deny experience from Tiny, but Tiny's still sitting on 35 CS.
He's still doing very well. He's not the highest in the game though. It's actually OD and Storm that are both tied on first place with 40 last hits. Just a couple more than Ice going the way of the OD. This Bristleback is having a very tough time though. Sitting on 29 last hits is not bad for sure, but he is by no means winning this lane. At least he's able to hold his own. I guess he's doing better than average against OD.
Yeah, and this is definitely what I expected to happen though, because this is not only just is this an OD versus a Bristle, it's an OD with an CM aura.
Yeah.
So he has full mana. He's had full mana this whole time. He actually got really lucky with procs as well. He got, I think, like 3 early game.
Yeah, and because of the Crystal Maiden, I mean, he only went for level 2 in Aura and went for 1 in Arcane Orb already at level 8.
Yeah.
That's not something that you normally see.
It's probably because of, you know, he got that kill and that just pulls him really heavy. He got the treads and he's had his null from the start, so... I think that was definitely a really right choice, getting that Arcane Orb.
I'm gonna allow him to harass a bit more. Looks like G has been left alone on the bottom lane, on the top lane rather, because bottom lane has smoke up behind Light of Heaven. They've got themselves Smile as well as Earthshaker, so let's see if they can make something happen. Crystal Maiden, they will pop the smoke soon, and actually Earthshaker now got revealed. Venomancer now got revealed as well. Do they still want to go? No. Fisher comes in. Crystal Maiden has got out. Gale does well.
Yeah, G's coming in as well.
Yeah, and this should be a kill as Sentry Ward gets picked up and the time lapse. That's going to be at least the Crystal Maiden net. Toss in. Doesn't matter. Tiny dies as well. Double kill for G. He got both of those. Looking for another one. He is level 6. He has got himself a ball lightning. He could go for this, but there is Fada around, so that would be kind of risky. Guess Astron present actually will be out soon, but this is just a defensive teleport for OD. That is kind of sad that his first rotation has to be just to save his team rather than to help kill people.
Yeah, and that was an excellent port by G right there.
Yeah.
That's actually probably the only reason that they were like, let's keep going, because they spotted their smoke broke and they spotted out the two on the side and they're like, you know what, G ports down, we got this, and boom, he did.
Yeah.
That's very good.
I liked it too, and it actually pushed G highest up on the net worth. Sentry ward gets oh, that's just an observer actually next to a sentry. It should be picked up by the Light of Heaven. Yeah. Just
and
before
it's actually,
the sentry runs out.
It's really good what they're doing too, because they saw Tiny got Midas, we need to bring early aggression down to his lane, and boom, they did that right away. They are definitely capitalizing on the fact, and there's a click shot on middle.
Yeah, and a toss and an avalanche, and he will die. In comes a zip though. Miguel might be in some trouble. The vortex comes out as well. In comes your shaker, ready for Fisher. Boom. Miguel stunned in time. Another stomp coming out. He's still alive for the moment, but it won't be for long. G. Oh, he zips out just in time, but in comes the hammer, and that's gonna be 2 kills going the way of Sigma. Okay, welcome back to the mid lane, Fana. And that's oh my god, he got 522 gold for that killing spree that G had.
Yeah, he did, and now he's got a full mech.
Ouch. And just
That's
like
painful.
that. Back on the map.
That's actually, I would have actually expected the OD to go Midas this time. Especially versus this Bristle and everything.
Oh, that was a weird gale from our side. He missed it too.
Yeah, definitely was.
Still comes in Illidan though, I'm not sure why. He's forced to run out again. He has a haste rune, so he's gonna be... Oh no, he's dead. That was just way too greedy. And he saw the Tiny there before it turned around. Yeah, Arsard's... He's not going to be making it out alive. That's going to be another kill. That's 2 extra kills. Sigma just gave away those 2 kills, to be honest. As in, they got given the kills by VirtusPro. Christmas here in the map of Dota.
Yeah.
Here, have kills.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very friendly. Light of Heaven is getting some more kills though, or at least more farm rather, with this rotation, and actually we'll be able to get past here as well. G with the kill, because G is just that kind of guy. Let's go for an
yeah, they kind of are doing. They are doing kind of what I was saying. Like the Tiny's actually just moving around more. He got the Midas, and then now he's just leaving the lane and trying to give Wisp the XP. But Wisp is getting picked off. But the idea is there, which is good.
Oh
no, mid Bristle.
Yeah, you're so dead. It'll then Frostbite coming out, but yeah, Crystal Maiden actually with the last hit. Mechanism comes out as well, and they're gonna go for this tower. This is gonna be the first tower to drop. It's 11 minutes in. In comes a Fisher. They're gonna try to slow it down. G comes in, goes for the Vortex. OD doesn't have his hammer this time. Echo Slam comes out. There's no Fisher anymore. Not just yet. And the Earthshaker will still go down. Bristleback still dead as well. Of course, they did get the Tiny. Poison Nova coming out, but Bass doesn't get hit by it. Roshan does though, and he's mad. Maybe he gets Sebastian. Nope, he doesn't pass. Still getting chased. He has a 6 charges. Will tether himself away to Miguel. In the end, I mean, they got the OD. They lost an Earthshaker. I mean, they still lost the tower after all, but it's a good trade. Did the tower get denied, or did they actually kill it?
I was about to ask you the same thing. I didn't get to see.
I didn't get to see either. Damn.
There was too many things going on the left side. I think it just died. I don't think it was either a deny or anything, but...
Too many people getting items because of the multi-kill. That's the thing.
Yeah, the multi-kill blocked it, actually. I couldn't even see. Oh, and Arzard again getting hooked on by Miguel.
Yeah, that's going to be another kill, and this time he doesn't have a poison over to throw out, so Miguel, regrets on your kill. Oh, regrets on the kill for G, because I think, oh my god, the mechanism helps out. OD still comes in, he still has a hammer in 5 seconds. In comes a Fisher, they want to save this Venomancer, the 1 hit, boom, that's still going to be a kill. Did he just give his life? In comes the hammer, 1 more hit, boom, you're dead. Crystal Maiden with a Nova coming in. More, like, oh my god. The jukes, the attempts, they were so good. It could have been so nice for VirtusPro, but they still lose 2 heroes.
That was close.
Yeah, that was close.
The mech, that was... Fada's playing really well right now. That he came in and just meched again. Just making those plays. It's very good.
Yeah, we still have the Tiny as well as the OD highest up on net worth right now, with G close behind though. But, I mean, they're the only 3 right there because Light of Heaven is struggling. He's been getting a bit more,
really is.
And he hasn't died yet, which is great and all, but he is just not getting enough. And I actually would say, like, go top. At top right now is actually Bristleback, who's even further behind than the Weaver, so I guess it's needed for Illidan to farm something there.
And I'm kind of scared right now, because I feel like Light of Heaven's going to go for Midas. I don't know why, I just have a feeling.
It might be that he might feel that it can work out because the Tiny did it too. But I just hope it's not going to be the case, because I'm not sure. We'll see.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we have a rotation coming in from Sigma. It looks like they want to try and take something middle, or maybe even bottom. They have smoked up.
Yeah, and Wisp got a 6 now as well, so...
Yeah, because they can be anywhere on the map in no time. We are going to see both Mad as well as Fada go top, but already Illidan is rotating into the jungle, so they won't be able to find anybody there. Most heroes are on the bottom lane for VirtusPro. 4 heroes actually on the bottom lane.
Yeah, and Miguel. Is it Miguel or Miguel?
I think both
Whatever.
work.
Whatever. Well, he's going for the rushing of the blade mail.
Yeah. Pretty solid.
Yep.
And it's a good way
Pretty
ahead
standard
already
now.
as well. And they're gonna trade towers, I think. I mean, this tier 1 is gonna drop, but as is the tier 1 bottom.
Yeah. And Tiny's actually going for a kill mid with Wisp. Illidan.
That's not a good target to go up on with the like. They didn't use the relocate for it. That's good. But that's an odd target to try and take down. I mean, he's a bristleback. Oh, they relocate bottom.
Oh, they're
though.
actually bringing him down.
Yep, they want to try and take someone here. And hookshot misses though, but the toss is still there. Poison Nova comes out for our side. At least that something is gonna maybe hold Sigma back to try and chase them. And that means they didn't get the tower. I mean, look at that. The tower isn't even. Is only down to half health. And actually, Io still dies to the poison from our side. That's pretty decent. That's a good trade after all. I mean, a relocate.
Yeah, that definitely getting a little bit. Meanwhile, Illidan arm back, which he most desperately needs.
And Gal Vortex. My Gal might actually die here.
And fucking
Mad,
Mad,
Tiny though. He has a toss.
Fucking Mad actually solo smoked through the top jungle. Not really sure why, but oh, gee, dead.
Yep, tossed and killed.
Splat.
But
yeah, Fucking Mad smoked through their woods. I actually don't know why he wasn't even putting any wards up, but now he bought a gem, so.
He's pretty rich, to be honest.
Yeah,
even
he's
though
doing very well. So.
Even though he died 3 times. I guess towers do help with that as well, of course, but.
Yeah.
Aghanim's almost ready upon Tiny with this crit wave.
Yeah, he's about to have it from this small camp.
Yeah. In the meantime, we have got Smile trying to stack the Ancients. This is going to be needed. In the meantime, looks like Illidan is running away. I mean, he did fortify the tower. They are going to be able to get a deny in, I think. But, oh my god, Sanity's Eclipse comes out. Arsark will be bursted down. One more hit needed. Actually runs. He lives. As for imprisonment, up on G. Up on the OD. Vortex coming in. Fisher as well. G still going for this. Still wants to have the kill. Gets it as well. Looking for the next one. Looking for Tiny. Echo Slam coming out. There's no Fisher anymore. And this is going to be a dead Earth Spirit. Hookshot in. G cannot get himself out. Will die as well. 2 heroes left to be alive.
Man.
And it's not going to be for long. Because the extra speed is there. That's a toss. Taking on the Venomancer. At least Illidan gets himself out alive. But that is 3 for 1. VirtusPro.
Oh, and that
that
was going to be excellent, honestly. They should have... I mean, it's hard to... Oh, is Paz going to die to the poison?
Yep.
He did. Okay.
that's a level 2 poison sting. It still took him down.
Yeah. But, they should have, honestly, once after they picked that OD off, I feel like they even got the tower denied. That was huge for them. If they had backed out, it would have been amazing. But the Earthshaker just ran in and actually Echo Slammed and baited his teammates to come up, and 3 of them actually died because of that. So that was very unfortunate after they made up for... Oh, man. That's pretty unfortunate.
It is indeed. And I mean, gee, he was able to keep up with the Tiny and with the OD, but he's just starting to drop behind so much. He's died 4 times, he still doesn't have his Orchid, he still doesn't have a second Oblivion Staff ready yet either, so it's he actually is only 900 gold behind actually. Yeah, okay, so that's at least something. I mean, 900 gold to go is not that much, it's doable. But he is, like, he lost a lot of ground here.
Yeah, he did. That's for sure. And he would have, like, he would have gotten out there. He would have lived there, and they would have all lived if they hadn't gone for that after the Earthshaker echoed. So I guess I don't know if that's the Earthshaker's fault. Maybe they told him to go in, but that was a little questionable for sure. And yeah, Light of Heaven did go for the Midas.
Yeah, and with that, I mean, I was gonna say that he is starting to be looking better in his net worth, but because of his Hand of Midas, part of that gold that we see is just not as effective as it could be. So we can't really tell that much from his Hand of Midas just yet, but maybe it's gonna pay out.
Yeah, it might actually, honestly. He just was farming that whole time while that entire engagement was going on bottom, so he actually picked up over 2,400 gold in the meantime, so that was pretty damn good.
Yeah. We do have an Aghanims now for the Tiny and already an Ogre Club to boot, and he's sitting already on 900 gold. That bottom fight really helped him get rich. And it looks like he is gonna get ganked upon. In comes the Vortex up on the Io. Io gets fissured as well and will get picked up, and in the meantime, the Tiny takes care of the Earthshaker. Still got a Poison Nova on him though. G is gonna let him live because he knows that there's a hate train coming for him. Oh, and there they are. Hookshot up. The zip away is still gonna be there. It should be enough for them to run for this, but I mean, it's still a trade. What do you think? It's a worthy trade? Yeah, he got himself the Orchid off that kill. Of that Io kill.
I mean, it's okay. They honestly, I think that was better for VP because they actually forced Sigma to react while Light of Heaven's just farming as well. So that was definitely a better move than it could have been.
Yeah, VirtusPro, I mean, they need to get starting on some towers. Getting some extra gold up, especially for getting that Weaver up to speed. Towers would really help, and they've got a decent-ish... Nah, I guess... Can't really call Venomancer Wards a bit of a pushing thing. It's more a counter-push thing, but...
Yeah.
I would really like to see some towers attempts. I know it's going to be hard, but why would you... Like, VirtusPro, how are they going to play this game from behind? What is their game plan?
They're just going to have to... Yeah, they're just going to have to... They have to. There's nothing else really they can do. Like, G's not doing so bad for himself at all. He's got his Orchid finished up. Venomancer's pretty broke. Earthshaker's pretty broke. Bristleback's pretty broke on his... I mean, Bristleback actually recovered pretty well. He's got Ogre X and Drums up in Treads now. And another 1500, so not too bad. But they just gotta defend. They can turtle very well because they have the Fissure and the Venom Wards and everything. Yeah, I don't know. I think they kind of have to sit back and bank on this Earthshaker getting a pretty decent blink timing pretty soon. Somehow, so.
Oh, he's pretty far away, and we are going to see Sigma smoke up. They're looking for some action, looking for perhaps bottom lane. They do still have that tiny IO. They don't need to smoke up. They can be there with, if a fight breaks out. Storm Spirit is still there, though. He didn't take up the smoke. He does have his Orchid. So perhaps next fight is going to be at least giving a bit more option for VirtusPro to go in, but it's tough.
Yeah.
It definitely is tough. And we do have them go for it. Oh, they think they're by themselves? Did they reveal the smoke yet? No.
Not yet, no.
G. Avalanche toss. Hook shot in from Miguel already. That's gonna be Jottam. Dead before he can lay down a Fissure. Well, might not have been the target that he wanted with the smoke. In the meantime, Illidan, Frostbitten, Freezing Field coming out from that as well. And that should be resulting in a kill. Boom. You're dead. And that's gonna be a storm.
Oh no.
What do you do? What are you doing? He doesn't have enough mana to go to the low ground. I mean, he just zipped himself into death. What?
I'm very confused.
Plan? Yeah. You're not the only one.
Whatever.
Alright,
well.
be confused as well.
Yeah, alright, well, yeah, playing Earthshaker, honestly, at this point, when you're versus a Clockwork, is one of the most painful things in the game, unless you're... Oh, man. Arzart. The flank by Saksha.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and he
that's
has
four
got his
dead.
BKB coming towards him, isn't he? Yeah, his BKB is ready. Shackbark is coming to bring it.
And Light of Heaven is going for either a Deso or a BKB now. He's got a Mithril coming out too. That was one of the weirder things. Actually, that is not one of the weirder things I've seen today. I take that back right away.
What is the weirdest thing that you've seen today?
You know it was. That 70-minute game.
That was kind of weird. That was a interesting game.
It was very interesting. But no, that was...
Throw.
Yeah, G just kind of just balled in and like... I guess he thought the Bristle was going to live longer, but...
Oh, hook shot up. G already bursted down before he can get out. Now it's Poison Nova though, but the mechanism will keep them up. Right now, perhaps they can still find something, but Sigma is the one to be winning this fight. Illidan Frostbitten again. This time no Freezing Field to follow up, but they did get the Roshan. They got the Aegis up on the Tiny. And they get the fight going their way. They only got one kill, but they only needed one kill to stop VirtusPro from attempting.
Especially because G is very much so the one on this team. Even if he only has 74 CS right now at this point, he's kind of underfarmed. But that was actually super unlucky for G. He balled into probably the only spot that the Tiny could Avalanche toss to. So he got comboed and bursted almost instantly.
Yep.
Very unfortunate for him, honestly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Of course, it was the location that he was in, it was kind of an obvious location to be in if you're a Storm with, like, that's where, wouldn't you normally look there if you're gonna be expecting a Storm to jump in and trying to steal it? Wouldn't you stand there, like?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why that's what I'm saying. Unfortunate because Saksha was just right there and he just, threw the Avalanche toss and just continued wailing on Roche.
Yeah.
So that was good by Saksha.
Well, looks like Tiny does not get a Illidan for free. With the haste rune, looking for that Bristleback. Bristleback, I mean, he's almost got his BKB ready. It's an interesting item, like, he has his BKB, okay. It's an interesting item to see a Bristleback build, because as we saw earlier today, Vanguards are the more favorite items. Oh, bye, Earthshaker. If you're gonna wait for him to get his Blink Dagger, well, I think you're gonna have to wait a long time.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. I feel like that, I'm just saying that's what they needed in order, like a big 5-man echo, but now it's this, I don't know, this is gonna be really difficult, because Fada actually picks up a sheep already. And that actually, if people didn't know, it deactivates Bristleback. So.
Yeah, and by the way, I mean, they are gonna hex up Light of Heaven instead. Hookshot actually hits upon a teammate instead, but that doesn't matter. Illidan still turns on his BKB. He's trying to make something happen. Buyback for Light of Heaven. That's well, that's all his gold gun as well. They do force Tiny out of the base for now, but he has gotten Aegis, so he's not too afraid of losing some life. And perhaps they even still wanted to go in on this one. I mean, they might. Why not? Oh, Zip in. G wants to go in on this one. He's using a lot of mana on this, but walks right into an avalanche. Down goes G. Now Illidan will be next. Nice Fisher coming out from Jotum, but is it enough? Light of Heaven. He already just bought back. He can't afford to die again. Can't afford it indeed. Ha, mad. No freezing field for you this time. Getting interrupted, but at the same time, the Bristle and the Earthshaker get picked up. Time lapse away for the Weaver, but his teammates are dead, and he's the only one left alive. Triple kill for the Tiny, and Light of Heaven is just gonna try to juke them. It's just gonna try to force them away, but the toss comes out. That's an ultra kill for the Tiny, and that is a team wipe. They only got the OD for that one. They used all
and
the
he's got a full
buybacks that they
AC
had.
on the Tiny now coming out.
That is... What is this GPM this game? 700 GPM. Okay. 25 minutes. Sure.
Yeah. I think this will probably GG's coming out very soon because he's gonna crush through these buildings.
Yeah. With the overcharge helping out. Zip still comes in. G knows he has to take down the IO first, but he comes through. Shut down goes G again. Oh dear God, that's not gonna end well for VirtusPro. They are looking at disaster right now. They're looking at not losing just one laner X, but I think that Sigma is giving them like a mercy right now to leave that bottom racks open, because I think that IO and Tiny could have taken on at least a tier 3 tower there, if not more.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth the risk. They're just, you know what? Let's just backdoor this top tower, which is not working.
It's not.
Just punching it.
Coming in though, but yeah, it's gonna take a while. Illidan in the meantime coming in already as well, so you have to be careful. But Illidan has to be careful as well. He's gonna be helped by his teammates, but like. Even if they deny the tower right now, it doesn't matter, and they can't even do that one. There's a toss-up for Storksky if he wants to. He does get slowed down though, but I mean,
he doesn't even care. He's overcharged too all this time, so it's just minor inconvenience.
Yeah, man, looking for Frostbite, can't find it.
Oh, I actually didn't even think that. Oh man.
Illidan is on top, but here comes the Vortex though, but G, Frostbitten, is able to jump himself out. Nice Fisher. Again, but the toss and Eclipse still coming out, forcing everybody back on the side of VirtusPro. They've already taken down the Bristleback. That's from Imprisonment defensive to keep Mad up. After the Poison Nova, they still did quite a bit of damage to everybody here. Apart from to Tiny, because Tiny is just, you know, tiny. And he is going to be able to just mash on some buildings. They didn't take down the tier 3 though.
There was something I actually didn't know here, that if he hits Venomancer wards when he has eggs, he still cleaves.
Yeah. Why not? I didn't actually know that either. Yeah. Well, there comes the Hex upon Light of Heaven. Bada. Well, the Avalanche will kill him instead. Jotum will be running away. He still has an Echo Slam. And doesn't have a Fisher though, and he will get hit in 2 hits. He's dead. Yeah. Tiny with the kill again.
And this is gonna be GG right here.
Yeah. G cannot make it even back to base. He's just stuck right there. Everybody is dying around Sigma right now. I mean, oh, hello. Toss. Avalanche. Illidan. It is Fountain getting picked up. Tiny, that's not your base, thank you. I mean, they're diving towers right now, even though the tier 3 tower is still standing. But that's how confident they feel. I mean, I don't blame them.
Yeah. And this Wisp has, with like the mana procs and everything, this Wisp is full mana, full health at all times. So that means that the Tiny is full health, full mana at all times.
They're waiting for the group wave, I think, or something? What are they waiting for? Oh, there they go.
I have no idea.
They are 25k experience ahead, 20k gold ahead. VirtusPro, they stand no chance to fight this, though they keep trying. Here comes a relocate actually as well, from one side on the base to the other. Oh well, because they can. Vortex is still there upon Fuss. Might actually be enough to kill off Fuss. Yeah, they do get that one, but they also get the Venomancer in return. Miguel now in some trouble. Bit too aggressive for him. Dies as well, but of course the laner Rex dies, and this is just Sigma toying with their pet.
Soxer just lets. He's like, you know what? You guys can die. I'm gonna go buy my data list. It's fine.
Shopping, guys. Can't help.
Shopping.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good cause for a Daedalus. That's his first hit that he got after his Daedalus is ready. Let's crit for 1100.
Do it with flair.
It was 1100, right? Not one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, That's pretty scary, to be honest. I mean, I'm surprised VirtusPro hasn't called the GG yet at this point. It's kind of because what is VirtusPro still hoping for in this case? Like, what's their hope? What's their perfect situation to still get this game?
I don't think even there is one, honestly. Like, I don't think they can come back even if these guys dive the fountain 4 or 5 times. This Tiny is, they're all enormous, honestly. The Tiny's enormous, the OD's... Actually, OD's not even that enormous, but this Tiny is just...
Tiny
he's
a
wrecking ball.
More than double the amount of gold as the highest up on VirtusPro. And I mean way more than higher. Like 5k higher than the double amount. Like, that's insane.
Yeah,
and that's, I mean, that's still Weaver who still hasn't got his BKB ready. Oh, shot in, relocate as well. Miguel to initiate. Fisher still comes out. Poison Alpha as well. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough. I don't think it is. Venomancer and Storm already dead. Looking for the next one. Illidan tries to make it back to base. Trying to land some quills, but it's not gonna happen. He dies. Double kill for Fada. Toss in to let him get a triple kill perhaps. If he gets Light of Heaven dead here as well. Light of Heaven time lapses. Doesn't get the Crystal Maid. And he gets crit and runs out. Miguel actually almost dies, but we will live through it all as well. 2 dead, or 2 alive still on the side of VirtusPro. Including the Earthshaker, who will be landing some fissures here. He's gonna be in some trouble though, because Avalanche will hit bounced. Yeah. I mean...
Yeah, they're just toying with them at this point. This game is entirely over. And Miguel is stuck!
Okay, so they still got a kill, you know? It's good. It's a good trade. Yeah, Light of Heaven is fleeing outside of his base. He got his BKB. That's nice.
Nice, he's in it.
At least he doesn't look completely hopeless on the end screen, I guess. That would be my my reason for that. Oh, Arsart, you're dead. You're dead too, G. You're hexed and dead. Imagine that. Oh, TP, what are you doing?
Alright, let's see some GGs, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, he just denied him! Oh, he was nowhere near dying. He had like 400 life.
Yeah, okay. But he did give other people like some items.
Yeah,
like, right? People get items for a denied hero.
Yep. Allied hero denial.
Yep. It's friendly.
Oh man, that's good. That was pretty good.
Yeah, but it looks like Shock's guy's had enough as well. He's going for buildings right now.
Yeah, he's ending the game.
He's had enough. Or has he, actually? Nope.
What's
He's getting relocated into the fountain. Why not? Gets a kill, walks out unscratched, and goes for
smack.
Double kill.
Smack.
Triple kill. Ultra kill. Ultra kill. Is he gonna get a rampage? Jeez, not gonna get a rampage denied, he says.
Throne is dying. 400, 300, 200 dead.
There we go. Well, Sigma, I think they're gonna be very happy with today. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
They did lose, of course, against Na'Vi, but because of Na'Vi losing up against Power Rangers, they don't look too grim anymore, and especially not with winning this match as well. They still have some very tough opponents to take down, though. Later on in the season, there's, of course, there's 6 more group stage days, and just to take a quick look, Sigma still has to face up against Rock's Kiss, which is not going to be an easy feat at all. Sigma also has to still face Fnatic, and that means that actually, of the 2 teams, of the 4 teams that are still at 3 losses, like Sigma has to face still 2 of those, so they might still be in a bit of shape depending on how they do against those 2 teams. We'll see how they end up doing. Fnatic still has to play a lot of games as well. Oh well. All that, of course, starting on Friday again. Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be 3 games of group stages, and then after New Year, on the 3rd of January, will be the last 3 days kicking off. So, yeah, this is the last day for a 3-day break for Christmas. Everybody, happy holidays, of course. Blah, blah. So, Fog, thank you for co-casting with me. I very much enjoyed it. I hope you did too. And do you have any shout-outs and plugins?
Just shout out to all my sponsors, you know, e.g. XMG, Astro, Razer, and oh my lord, I'm missing one. No, I'm terrible at this. I said Razer, okay, Razer, Astro, XMG, Kingston, and Monster. There we go.
There we go.
And shout out to my family for supporting me playing, and shout out to my girlfriend, and shout out to all my fans and everyone, and I hope everybody has a good holiday, and I hope they enjoy themselves.
I hope so too. I also hope that for Christmas you're gonna get a battery for your fire alarm.
Yeah, good one. No, that fire alarm's been going off for probably 2.5, 3 years. I haven't changed it. Just
really?
there.
Because the moment that it started happening in my house, I just couldn't unhear it. It's just
Oh,
I had
man.
to change it. It's so
I
annoying.
don't even notice it. I never noticed it. You said it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, that thing.
Yeah, that thing. Well, now you will constantly notice it, and now you'll have to buy a battery.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
But yeah, thanks for asking me. I appreciate it and everything, and yeah, I enjoyed myself.
Yeah,
And
be ready to
everyone.
be asked more.
Yeah, I definitely. As long as I'm not busy, I am always down to cast. So
Awesome. Despite the amount of viewers, because of course, I mean, there's quite
I
a
don't
big
really care.
difference between my stream and the other stream.
It's all good.
Okay. Well, good. Well, of course, for everybody out there, of course, follow me on Twitter at Shiver Gaming. Other than that, just stick around to watching commercials. That's the best way to support me at the moment. And yeah, tune back in
Follow me
on
too.
Friday. Yeah, follow you too at Frog Dota.
Yeah, yay. There you go.
You recently got 5k followers, I saw on Twitter.
Yeah, I did. Sweet.
Well, go give him 6k, people. Go follow him at Frog Dota. That's the name. So yeah, that's it. And stick around for watching commercials. But other than that, have a great night, evening, afternoon, wherever you're from. And tune back in on Friday. Even though I might stream some matchmaking tomorrow and Thursday, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll see how Christmas goes. Leaders.
Sweet.